right, should we keep this going? One more time for Vox. So I purposefully sandwich myself in between amazing artists so I don't sound as bad. After me is Dusty Dekuyper. It's really a hell of a lineup. We miss Bryn, but there's still a lot of talent around me. So I have this lyric and music book that I've been running around with for about 10 years at every show, and I lost it. So this might be a shit show. If it is, I'm sorry. So I'll start off with a little punk rock love song. I wrote this, my wife and I were having a fake argument. You know, one of those ones where you're kind of talking shit to each other in a mean way, but you've been married for a while, but it's a joke. And I thought I had won the argument. We were talking about my girlfriend on the side. And I was like, yeah, she would have known if I left my pants at her house because she would have called by now. And my wife says to me, you're too mentally ill to have a side piece. So the name of the song is You're Too Mentally Ill to Have a Side Piece. On my thumb, we're rolling free. You put a song on my tongue, laid next to me, a broken heart, just a listless line, awake with a start. We'll be just fine. Chaos is the wind. With you I can't pretend. Lovely and insane. Sunshine and cocaine. All the things we've done. All the time we've lost. Setting sun. Ignore the mortal cost. Well, pain still has its place. Love still has a shot. Completely out of grace. It burns you when it's hot. Well, chaos is the wind. Just refracted light. We hit it at the peak. You'll know it when it's right. I love to walk away. You always pull me back. I know the things you'll say. I know the shit I lack. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to play a bunch of really new shit for you guys tonight. Again, like I said, bear with me. I haven't memorized all of them yet. This is a song called Fits. If this world is my muse, I'm gonna need an excuse. No matter what they might say, we're gonna burn either way. I took my chances, took my hits. I skipped my meds, I had my fits. In the fire and the flame, you and me are not the same. They've scored us down to our bones. New age of scripture and stone. They think that they might have won, but their veils come undone. I took my chances, took my hits. I skipped my meds, I had my fits. In the fire and the flame, you and me are not the same. Fever's not gonna break unless you learn how to take. Don't wait for what it might bring. It doesn't mean a goddamn thing. I took my chances, took my hits. I skipped my meds, I had my fits. In the fire and the flame, you and me are not the same. 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 Wasn't too bad for a brand new one. Okay, here's another newish one. Would you bring me that water right there? Sure, yeah, that's probably smart. There's this band called None. They're a little two-piece, little punk, little whatever the fuck they want to be band, and that's the drummer right there. Go check out None. A friend of mine recently got sober, and they were struggling. They came to me for advice, which is a mind fuck to me. Like, who wants my advice? But I guess since I've been sober for a while, they wanted my advice. And so I wrote them a song, and it was supposed to help them out. But it ended up being just as much for me as it was for them, because it's a reminder of how hard it is when you first get sober. It sucks getting sober. And then staying that way. So I wrote a song for my good friend, but it ended up being for both of us. This is called Dust Ball. What is it about? The pain and the doubt, and the gathering wind that does you in. Get lost to get found. Your face in the ground, in the whiskey and gin that does you in. Old songs and old fires, and misplaced desire turns into a fight to see the light. Well, powder smoke, either way it's choke. Try as you might, sober won't bite. Well, try as you might, sober won't bite. Try as you might, sober won't bite. Thank you. So I wrote this song last October, when it's like the second week of October, and it was 112. You guys remember that bullshit? And I was angry and uncomfortable and had swamp bath. And I was mad at the heat. I was mad at the climate, but I was also mad at the political climate. A lot of fucked up shit going on right now. We need to make racists afraid again. Motherfuckers need to crawl back under the rock they came from. Fuck racism, fuck homophobia. So this is a song I wrote thinking about all that bullshit. This is called Heat Island Hoedown, if I can remember how it starts. Probably because it's in the wrong key. That's why it didn't sound right. There it is. We're all living in a hologram of chaos. I'm just wondering if you give a damn about loss. See, we're wasting all our glory days where we can't breathe. And I'm counting on the harder times till I leave. Will the weather ever change? Or should we just burn it down? And I think it's kind of strange. Breaking mine don't make a sound. The pieces that'll never fit remain there. I'm just searching for some better shit where the heart tears. Susceptible to manic skies, we want it all. It's what we do with all the fucking cries from the chain? Or should we just burn it down? And I think it's kind of strange, a breaking mind don't make a sound. And I'm living out the shame, only loving when it's good. A different kind of pain, they dropped me where I stood. I try to save us if I could. I won't save me, but I should. Thank you. Can I play a couple of electric songs? Is that okay with you guys? So, if you already couldn't tell by some of the things I'm talking about and some of my lyrics, I'm very mentally ill, and I have autism. Thus, the me being completely nervous by not having my special little music book that I've had for years. So I recently, though, addressed my mental illness professionally, like with a doctor, not the way I used to deal with my mental illness by doing lines of coke with strangers in a bathroom somewhere in South Phoenix. And I went to this doctor, and I got a couple of diagnoses that I knew were coming, and then a couple more that I didn't. So, yeah, a lot of interesting things going on there, realizing that you're a little bit crazier than you originally thought. So I wrote a song about it. It's called, what is it called? Antipsychotics and Red Bull. Thank you. All right. I'll do another one on the electric. This one's new. Every summer I go to upstate New York and I play music with other weird, unsigned indie musicians from all over. And every year I fly back out of Newark because I don't like getting in and out of JFK. And it's always a plane, the flight's always late, or like there was one time we were starting to take off and the cab started smoking. So we had to switch planes. This year I got out of Newark on time. And I was like, oh my God, I won, finally. And then I landed in Phoenix at 10 p.m. and my guitar did not come up the carousel. So I sat there for 2 or 3 hours. Turns out they found my guitar in the oversized baggage area. And I was thinking about how I have a bunch of excess baggage. So I wrote this song called Oversized Baggage. And it goes like this. We had it all. Out here in the dark. We had a ball. Fire without a spark. The weight of the world is crushing down, down. My chewed up feet still on the ground. I know that shit here has been rough. It's turning the music up enough. You'll know all that I've got when it's time to stir the pot. Burning bridges coming down. I gotta say I like the sound. The weight of the world is crushing down, down. My fucked up feet still on the ground. I know that shit here has been rough. It's turning the music up enough. Our differences are small. Out here in the light, I'm blowing up these walls to try and make it right. The weight of the world is crushing down, down. My chewed up feet still on the ground. I know that shit here has been rough. It's turning the music up enough. Thank you. I'll switch back to acoustic for a couple more and then Dusty Dekuyper. Again, before me, Vox. One of my favorite humans, one of my favorite artists. I wasn't going to do any shows this week. And then when I found out, I've done 2 shows this week with Vox, Wednesday night and then tonight. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to keep doing shows, because if I can share a stage with Vox, I'm in. This one's super new, too. I'm going to need you guys to tell me if this is a good song or if it's a keeper. I'm going to play a couple of real new ones that might be a shit show. You guys tell me, honestly, if they're keepers or not when they're over. This is a song I wrote. I slipped down a lot of rabbit holes and black holes and other types of holes because of all my mental illnesses and the things that, one of the main things that keeps me going is obviously music, but the other musicians in the scene that I think I'm a part of, I don't know. I'm either that or I'm, a scraggler with all these amazing artists. But this is kind of like my thank you to the artists around me that kind of keep me alive, keep me going. So this is kind of my open letter to other artists, especially here in Phoenix. So if I can remember how this goes. Fucking around again. Found myself in the same old skin. I needed a colder wind. Found myself with the same old friends. And I know I can't explain what I've been through. But in the shadow of this moon, you feel it too. I've broken another song, coming in where I don't belong. I'm learning to love my fight. Demons dancing out in the light. And I know I can't explain what I've been through. But in the shadow of this moon, you feel it too. I'm gonna keep holding on. 'Cause in this place we're never gone. I'm feeling it in my chest. Surround the music, I'm at my best. And I know I can't explain what I've been through. It's in the shadow of this moon, you feel it too. 'Cause every time we leave, I come undone. And in the shadow of this moon, we're never done. I'm fucking around again. Oh, that went all right. 2 more, 3 more, 2 more, probably 2 more. 2 more? What do I? 69 more? Okay. I'll do 2 because I don't want to cut into Dusty's time. Okay, I'm going to play my newest song. I really, really want feedback. You guys let me know. Let me find it. I love you, Vox. Okay. I don't know if what is the name of this one? I don't know if I have a name for this.
Untitled one.
I have so many untitled ones, so that's the problem. We'll name 69 more. 69 more, we'll call it. But this is a song about trying to navigate love and relationships in a time of absolute fucking chaos. I think it's super important that we really, really focus on community because the bigger picture ain't gonna do shit for us. We have a lot of people in very high positions of power that want to eradicate a good deal of us. I am a cis white male, and there should be more people that look like me that need to start speaking up. Because if none of us are free, if all of us aren't free, none of us are free. Equality and equity make sense for everyone, but not enough fucking white males are standing up and saying anything because they're way too fucking comfortable. So get the fuck up and start fighting, because they're gonna come after everybody next. So as I'm rambling, this is a song about navigating love and relationships in a time of chaos. These forces aren't beyond our control. They're the sources of a wavering soul. One more shot, one more line. Think it's obvious why we're running out of time. I'm lonely here, but I'm not alone. It's pretty goddamn clear I was made to roam. I'm fading in, I'm fading out. Do the mystics know what the spinning's all about? Just as your fire dies, a rebel spark, too old to give a shit, too young to leave a mark. I'm out of love, I'm out of my mind. Wish I could give you more. Wish my world was more kind. are not what I need. It's the older fears that make us all bleed. These raging seas, my ships run aground. Oh, how good you'll be when I'm not around. Oh, how good you'll be when I'm not around. How good you'll be once I'm not around. Okay, is that a keeper?
One more.
All right, I'll do one more. Oh, fuck. I've never done this song without my music sheets. I've never done any of them, but this is a song I usually end on because when I was a younger, dumber musician, I would put this song in the middle of my set. And I almost always lose my voice during this song. So I put it at the end of my sets. So I learned a lesson. Sorry, bear with me. Did I? I'm like that weird autistic kid at the front of the class. It's like, where's it on my notes? Fuck. Yeah. Fucking tisms. So I was in Paris about 4 or 5 years ago, and I was not having a good time. And on the last day, we were at Le Chais Cemetery, and it was overcast. It was dark. It's like this old Gothic cemetery from the 17th century. And Oscar Wilde is buried there. And we went to Oscar Wilde's tomb, and a poet friend of his wrote a poem as an inscription on the top of this very elaborate tomb of his. And one line in that poem always stuck with me, and after seeing it in person, it stuck with me, and I started writing a song on the train out of Paris. And it was one of those songs that kind of sat there in the back of a book for 3 or 4 years, and then I finished it. And it's about being an outcast. It's about sticking with other outcasts, finding each other, backing each other up, and, you know, like, fuck being a normie. Let our freak flags fly. This will be my last one. It's called From Le Chais to Calais, if I can remember it. We're just more than we think we are, living in the leather just below the scar. Sometimes my darkness brings me into the light. I'm a little bit fold and a little bit fight, and I'm already on fire. Watch the flames get higher, the flood's already at our door. No need to fight it anymore, and we are outcasts from the day that we were born. And outcasts always mourn. At least that's what I learned from Wilde. Shiver in the shadow of the shit I've lost. Self-medicating finally shows its cost. There's hope and chaos in these wars I've sought. I'm a little bit free and a little bit caught. And I'm already on fire. We watch the flames get higher, the flood's already at our door. No need to fight it anymore, and we are At least that's what I learned from Wild. Ducking all the punches, getting tricked by the show. We'd all bleed out without a little love. Keep your colors bright and loud and outside the lines. I'm a little bit gray and a little bit shy. And I'm already on fire. We watch the flames get higher. The flood's already at our door. No need to fight it anymore. And we are outcast from the day that we were born. And outcasts always mourn. I'm still on fire. The flood is coming back for more, yeah. We are all outcasts. We are all outcasts. We are outcasts from the day that we were born. And outcasts always mourn. Thank you guys. Take care of each other. Dusty Dekuyper's next.